Bring yourselves together, collect yourselves. We've got a true poet coming out here on the stage. Please welcome to the Stage of Dreams, Nick Goodall!
Thank you very much. Didn't expect that. Yeah, my name is Nick Goodall. I'm the novelty act tonight. Apart from Pat, I'm the only person using his real name. And I am a poet, and this is Variety, and this is my latest gig on my completely misreading the audience tour. I've got two poems for you. The first is a Screaming Alley favourite. It's a tragedy, and the second poem is a love poem, which is probably also a tragedy. Does anybody remember the Thanet Beer Festival? Yeah, good old days, right? Well, I performed there a few years ago, which is a pretty stupid thing to do. I wasn't a poet, good God, that would have been suicide. I was actually playing with a ukulele band, which, thinking about it, wasn't much better. But what I remember about it was being on a stage like this, looking out across a sea of 1,500, 2,000, mostly men of a certain age, who were as one in their belief that if they drank enough, somebody would find them sexually attractive. But of course, behind that optimism was just tragic stories. And this is a poem about what I saw in the eyes of some of those men. Now, this one comes with 3 trigger warnings. The first trigger warning is that it even entertains the concept that there's such a thing as masculine fragility. The second is it refers to alcohol consumption. And the third one, not so much a warning really, is it's more like, oh, join in. And the third one is a reference to kebabs. He's knocking back another pint. He doesn't want an awful sight. He thinks that he will last the night. He won't. That's what his friends know. Now his jokes are getting louder. Hopes his mates have got some powder. Really couldn't be more prouder as his bladder starts to blow. The room's now spinning round him. 2 more pints follow down his chin. The light inside him's getting dim. He won't be going yet though. Oh, just one more, I'll get his ory, mate. Don't go on, he's a score or anything. I need piss. He drops his glass, falls on his arse, can't find his bus pass. It's autopilot home. Then in his chair, kebab in hair, he didn't call. Was just a dare, I didn't fancy her, no. At 3 a.m, like other men, who think that when they're drunk they let the pain go, he remembers shouts and knockabouts and guts in doubt. He hates to get this low, so he's reaching for a bottle of whiskey. Okay, what is it, 2 weeks today? The women shouted that first, you noticed that? Now I know most people haven't given this any thoughts, but trust me, if you think you're in with a fighting chance, give it some prior thought. And this is my gift to you. I wrote this poem yesterday for this evening as a public service announcement. So if you are cheap or pretentious, get your phones out, video this, then write it down, or get a friend to write it down, and then you can pass it off as your own as a Valentine's Day gift. Right? But obviously, I haven't remembered it, so I'll have to look at this. Young people, this is analogue. This is called paper. And these are not fashion accessories. As a poet, the question you get asked most is, when are you getting off? First few times I completely misunderstood the question and hazarded a guess, which was wrong. It's if you ever do a love poem and you're anything like a relationship, you get, "Was that about me?" And if truthfully you say no, they go, "Why not?" So you're dead. So this is a multi-purpose romantic love poem for Valentine's Day for you to steal for yourselves. Hey, will you be my Valentine? I mean to say, will you be mine? That is, if you've got the time. Will it help if I make it rhyme? My heart it burns, for love it yearns. Don't be like others who have spurned and act like you are unconcerned. Your investment will be returned. So will you say your heart is mine? I'll trade an organ in reply. My love for you will be sublime on 0 hours or full time. Would you please soothe me if I'm down? May I see you around the town? Help if one of us breaks down, or will you give me the run around? And please don't ever take the piss, not if you want my loving kiss. I'll fling myself in the abyss. I don't say this thing off the wrist. I mean cuff. Off the wrist. Will you also love me physically, especially unconditionally? It doesn't have to be seriously, just please do it oh so very gently. So will you be my final date? I am implying mortal mate. Oh, don't delay, don't hesitate. Might not be bad, might not be great. Thank you very much.
Give it up again! That was touching, I was, mate. Proper touching. Got me right there.